He wasn't there, and then he was there. Full City the Magician. Instant. We didn't do the penalty, though. I'm kind of surprised. I thought nobody's as vindictive as I assumed. Alright, Zphyr, what's your take on the meta?
I don't think I understand the meta. I think it's very weird, and I think it needs to be tamed a little bit. I think Jug needed to be nerfed, and he did not get nerfed.
I mean, he's not like the strongest core in the game right now.
The Ags just seems a
the
little
Ags isn't broken. That's fine.
The Ags seems underrated right now. It's crazy to say it, but I think the Ags is underrated.
You think it's underrated?
I think the Ags is way better than people think it is. Than people are really giving it credit
Dude,
for.
everybody buy it. You buy it like every game, though.
Like, I know.
Every single Juggernaut player does that.
But I don't think people understand how useful and empowering it is.
Well, it's technically not. Oh, you're not in Legal Ads Discord, so I can't add you.
I mean, sort of what I'm getting at is you can like one-shot supports with this 15-second cooldown spell.
Well, I mean, so can PA. And so can Sven. Sure. But and so can, like, a lot of other cores. Also, it's counterable with Yules and the Ghost Scepter and any type of invis. Right. And sure. Now those items are expensive, but Eggs is also expensive, and it's picked up at a point in the game where it's less so. It's just the utility that it gives you in fights is really
the utility, that's the cooldown, it's also the range. The spell.
Yeah, the attack range is just like an initiation.
Alright, never mind Jug. Let's talk about the heroes in this game, because who cares about him? Enigma's on the rise.
It is.
However, this hero is entirely on the player to execute correctly. I have seen some great Enigmas who have had rough lanes and they've come back. And I've seen some horrible Enigmas who have stomped their lane because Eidolons are broken and you just deny everything. And they can't land a black hole. So you just lose the game if you don't have an offlaner.
Pretty good next game into Enigma too. Like super easy stuns there. Plus you have long range silence from Grimstroke.
If I were Coconut Gaming, I would look at a hero with BKB piercing disabled. Cancel black hole here just to be safe.
Sure. I mean, they can't really get it from a support. Like who else? I mean, Jug, I guess. Wyvern's decent if you want to play it off lane. And a Wyvern next lane doesn't sound that fantastic though.
No, it sounds pretty bad.
I think even just getting things that can isolate Enigma in a fight, like somewhere along the lines of like Clockwork, or just if you can get aggressive on the hero and prevent him from just skipping Blink, buying BKB, and his game's essentially set.
Yeah, I mean, this hero is sort of the ultimate team fighter in the late game, so yeah, I don't know. It's high impact hero. It can be. However, something that happens on Enigma teams sometimes is you don't have a good way to start a fight. Enigma, as probably the 3, cannot really start the fight. You don't want to start with Black Hole. It sounds kind of... I mean,
not unless you have a Blink.
Yeah, I mean, Blink, BKB, Black Hole. Yeah, then if you find some carry caught out...
It depends on the timing in the game, too.
Yeah. But it's useful to have a hero like an Earth Spirit or like a Tusk or some of these like mobile 4s or 5s or 2s.
That's what Void Spirit gives you though. Even though this might be mid Void Spirit, I think you still initiate fights with him with just Yules into Aether Remnant.
It still will help to have. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I mean, Badger's right too. They do have like really bad laning stage heroes, but I don't think it's that big of a detriment yet. Like, a lot of this patch, I think compared to the last patch, emphasis has kind of been taking off the laning stage, and you can bounce back in the mid game if you just position yourself right on the map. We'll go for a Clockwork.
This this could be a block pick. Actually, this would be a really good hero for Coconut Gaming here.
I don't think it would have been good for them.
No.
No,
You're
dude,
the
look at their
guy,
3 heroes if you pick a Clockwork right now. Like, that's pretty weak for a lineup. You have almost 0 damage out of your supports. Like,
I mean, you still have your 1 and your 2 though, right?
Sure, but that's a lot of pressure to put on those 2 heroes. And I think the current meta right now is playing as 4 and like leaving a hero in the dead lane, or not the dead lane, but in a safer spot on the map, like the triangle, and then 4 heroes run around. You gotta have damage out of those 4, and they currently don't have that with Grimstroke next. And Clockwork's not gonna combo really well with Grimstroke either. I think Clock is just really good for locking down both of their supports right now.
That is true.
2, initiating fights again. Like Clockwork Void Spirit, really agile.
Yep. This is pretty good against the Void Spirit, I guess. The coil prevents you from running away. I don't think the coil prevents the Void Spirit W, though.
It does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it does. Like, and I think the mid matchups goes towards Puck too, unless Void Spirit's a god. But I mean, that's like every single mid matchup.
Puck has a pretty easy time dodging all of Void Spirit's spells.
Yeah, and it's just you gotta just consistently hit the orbs, which against a melee hero, that's not hard to do.
Yep. And now that the silence does less damage, you'll probably go back to maxing orb. I've seen people doing all sorts of builds since God, maybe like a year ago, right? I think the silence duration got rescaled. But yeah, now the orb does a lot more damage, I think.
Orb plus resonant pulse just protects you against the physical damage of
yes, that is very
like,
true.
You're still going to be tanking the orb no matter what.
Yeah, orb is 300 at max. Orb used to be 280 at max. So that is that's a big difference. However, Waning Rift used to be 280 at max as well. Yeah, that's 250. So
I think Puck's also semi good into troll. Obviously, if you don't get caught out by the whatchamacallit. Oh god, I'm forgetting the name now. If you don't get caught out by the root.
I have seen troll paired with Enigma. I think this is a pretty good combination. I don't really know why. I have no explanation for you. I guess troll just has a really easy time hitting people in the black hole, but like any carry does. So I don't know. And then I think troll Void Spirit's also pretty good. Void Spirit's able to clean up far away heroes that troll can't really reach. You can start fights. Troll just kind of brings damage. Let's see, the Mars is pretty cool. How does this hero interact with Clock?
It's not the greatest in the troll, but I mean, at least it gives you some kind of lockdown for the hero.
Can you cast a Zphyr on Clock that has battery assault? Okay.
I think how it works, it's really stupid, but if you're inside the cogs and you throw a Zphyr, I think it pushes you outside. The interaction is really random, but most of the time, if you're outside the cogs and you throw a Zphyr inside the cogs, somebody will get pinned into the cogs.
I see. Okay.
If you're inside, it's weird because let's say the Zphyr like hits a hero, the hero gets put onto the end of the Zphyr, and you might be like inside the cogs then, and then it pushes you outside. It's just the interaction's a bit different.
But it doesn't stick to the cogs.
Yeah, no, it's like since technically the Zphyr is already past the cogs, it like I don't know if you would call it a glitch. Like it technically it's just the physical positioning of the Zphyr.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it still latches.
Just still hit the hero, but it won't hit the cogs if you're inside of it. I think if you're far enough to like one side of the cogs, you can still make it happen, but
I guess that means that the whole Zphyr probably picks up heroes to
Badger, I don't speak wrong. I'm gonna need you. Like, I think their lating stage is fine. Sure, Enigma's decent right now, but they have a lot of clear for Eidolons with Grimstroke. You could even do a little shenanigans, throw Mars in the Enigma lane.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty devastating actually.
You just farm the Eidolons every single time. I mean, Zphyr plus it's not Bulwark. What's the W? Overwhelming? No, that's Legion.
It's Rebuke.
God's Rebuke. I mean, Spear plus God's Rebuke plus like Grimstroke is guaranteed to clean
I
off
have
the
never
other
played
ones.
Mars, by the way.
What?
Yep.
Really? That's kind of seems like kind of your hero, but
Eh. Maybe. Dude, his forearms are huge. Do you see this? His forearms are bigger than his biceps. That's
really?
nuts.
No, that's the armor, dude. Like,
Is that armor?
Yeah, it's totally like a piece of cloth. His right arm also, it's like hair or something. Is really what it is.
I
Do you
don't
not
know.
see that like flapping stuff on the forearm?
I see.
Yeah, it's flapping
Maybe I'm
right
missing.
there. It's like
Maybe I'm
in the
missing
wings.
cosmetics. Oh.
No. The
I
cosmetics
guess I'm
don't
just
show
hairy.
it. Well, I think it's just the model is weird because their hair matches the color of the skin, but
Yeah.
like,
Ooh, Kunkka.
twitchy.
Okay. This is kind of cool. So this throws some stuff out of whack. So
It's a decent combo with Clock, but I think it's good lockdown for PA until she gets BKB, but you did need something for PA early game, because Clockwork doesn't get it done on his own, but now that I think about it, they just have Void Spirit Enigma anyway. So, I don't know, this seems like Coconut Gaming, if they get the lanes right, I think they can be fine, win like 2 out of 3 lanes, and go into the mid game, like, just creating a lot of space for PA, because this is probably a PA game where you can't show up to fights before 20 minutes unless like it's just an opportune time to like take a tower immediately after, or if you know you're gonna win. Yeah, there's just too many ways to lock you down with Kunkka, Enigma, Void Spirit. Clockwork, obviously you can just blink out of the cogs, but even then it's still kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah, also, I mean, PA has like 1200 HP at this point in the game, so she's just kind of dead if she's caught.
There isn't really a lot of like, I think when PA can actually fight early is when you have really squishy supports. This game, it's the squishiest person on Polar Ass is Enigma, I think, and that's even like 1200, 1300 health. You're not gonna like 2-shot one of these supports with like a Deso in level 6. So
nope.
Probably not even going Deso anyway, because Deso's super outdated at this point. I think it's Battle Fury into like SNY probably.
Battle Fury into like, I've seen BKB, I've seen Basher.
I've seen BKB, Basher. SNY seems to be really popular lately. You go like SNY into BKB.
Yeah. I guess you have a decent amount of damage between all those items. Battle Fury is 55 damage. People underrate Battle Fury damage. It's a lot.
I mean, like I was saying earlier too, you're gonna have like 4 heroes that have to have like a decent amount of damage. Hold on 1 second, I have to.
Oh yeah, this puck is gonna have to build for damage. This puck has a Blightstone level 1.
I think Mars, Nyx, Grimstroke can do okay, but this is like a weird Grimstroke game. You don't have a lot of combos with it.
Double mana burn.
Yeah, double mana burn.
Double dagger.
Double dagger. Is it? Maybe. I mean, obviously, once you get like an Abyssal on PA, I don't know how the Abyssal works with Grimstroke ulti, but
I think she goes to the first one, but
to the target, and they both get stunned.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how a bunch of interactions
Nika already breaking up this smoke. It's going to be a big hit here, though. You're all actually trying. Nika joking back into the camp, though. I think if he ran straight, it might have been okay, but now it's going to get stunned up twice, plus the slow. Goes down to Alaris, who actually got featured on BSJ stream yesterday.
Whoa.
Yeah. Did a coaching session with BSJ. Alaris is a certified BSJ mid. The man said it himself.
He's a certified.
Yeah, he said you are a certified BSJ mid.
I don't know if I'd want to be a BSJ mid.
You know, because he was saying I usually lose the first 2 waves and then the game's basically, or the mid lane's essentially lost.
Oh, I see.
Because that's kind of what mid lane comes down to, is sort of what he's saying. The first 2 waves are just so huge in the mid wave that it's like you kind of have to do some other stuff outside of the lane if you lose those first 2. It's hard to come back without like getting a rotation or getting a kill. Just have to go to the jungle basically. Beidou Uno gonna get stunned up by the Ink Spell. You're all looking for another stun. This is gonna be 2 kills early on. in the top lane. Lasted actually going to the draw there. Also, they put Nika against the puck. It is the support Void Spirit? That's the pause 5 Void Spirit. Not something you see too often as Cello connects on the Aether Remnant here. Is able to slow down Matt Yaman going for the blocks here, but I don't think they can find the kill. Gonna continue to try to run him down. I missed the puck kill as well. Nika just cleaning up. I don't know what he was doing after. He just stopped. Matt Yaman dying for sure. Kind of froze in the jungle there too. Also connecting on the Aether Remnant, but I don't know if they can bring down the Nyx. Maybe with the slow from Sonigod, but is he gonna dive this any further? Connecting on the double stun somehow. You're all making a nice play there to survive, but immediately 2-2. Top lane, we're going again. Feiruno gets slowed up, and lucky for him, he has the battery assault up, so Lorenzo doesn't want to chase any further. You know, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do the lane shenanigans of throwing Mars top lane. I kind of figured that's why they picked the Mars. But they just choose to put the PA up here instead. I guess Helix can also kind of clear up some stuff too with Inkswell Stroke of Fate, but you can get that anyway if you just do Grimstroke Mars. Alaris, the first death is huge though. Again, the BSJ certified dude losing the first 2 waves. It's down by
really
3
did call
CS.
it. Oh my god.
He might actually. No, he's fine. He's got 8 seconds before the next Tidebringer. But he is risking big time right there.
He needs to stay under this tower.
How much is Bottle again? 625? That's pretty far away.
He doesn't have phase shift, and I think he should probably level it just so he can be able to dodge this Tidebringer. I think that really is.
I feel like it's so hard to dodge Tidebringer though, because the fact that you can toggle it just means Nika could juke him out so easily. And then you just have setup for the Torrent too. Top lane, I missed a kill, almost hit it. Clockwork dying again. And we're going again too. Nika just hitting the right clicks here, missing the Torrent, but look at the play from Nika. He somehow has a range creep over here. Goes over Tidebringers. It doesn't even need to be close to the puck for that kill. And Alaris down twice in the first 3 minutes. Nika gave away first blood, but he's taken a lot of gold back.
Yeah, and this is where Kunko's gonna just buy like a... Oh, he's just gonna buy boots. I was gonna say he could buy another bracer.
Yeah, I was like, he's probably just gonna stack these.
Yeah.
He's just going for the max Tidebringer. That's pretty common. It's also like, I think as soon as you like juke out the phase shift, you just hit the X combo. It becomes really easy. Just every single hit. And Alaris just TP'd back for this too. Is able to go forward. Silence brings him down. Nika not quite expecting that, and I'm just missing kills everywhere else, as every single lane has now had a death. Sonigod getting rained down by Matt Yaman. Probably not going to find this kill, unfortunately for Matt Yaman, but maybe goes on Cello instead, looking for a spear. Physical protection there from Resonant Pulse, and the spear not quite enough to kill. He survives on 5 HP.
Absolutely insane.
I no longer like the Radiant draft. Badger 2021.
Well, I mean, when you put this Void Spirit in a 5 position, you're not going to have a good time.
I think the Void Spirit 5 isn't... Oh my gosh, I keep missing... Okay, that's a neutral creep death, so technically didn't miss. Just goes in suicides there. Mid lane has been like the most eventful, I think.
Yeah, I've pretty much only been watching mid lane, but like
going for the boat immediately after this. It's not going to connect, but obviously he could just continue diving after this. He's got the rump up, going for another Tidebringer. Not quite going to get the distance though.
Good instinct from Alaris to just get a dodge.
This is still really good for Nika though, I think, just because he's already up by almost a full level.
Yeah, and Puck isn't actually level 6. That makes this kind of bad. Normally, I'd say in this position, you'd be at Puck, you'd have level 6, and you could just, like, roam in the map, and you can get killed.
Chill out. He's also going to find a bounty rune, too. It's like a really good timing from Nika.
Okay, if Nyx can connect mid...
It's like 1 creep in Puck's level 6.
Yeah, and that's a glyph. Kunkka knows, I think. He's onto something. Oh no. Now
It's
Puck
a
has
lot of vision for Dire, but Coconut's just going to play it safe. Nick's actually walking back to the bot lane. We're all not going to go for it. Probably want a little bit more damage.
The 5 position is jungling the small camp. Nice, looking good.
This is like classic CM gaming too, though. To be fair, it's not like unheard of. You're all gonna pick himself out there. Thought about the stun a little bit too much. You missed 100% of the stuns you don't take. Mid lane again. Nika and Alaris getting super aggressive.
Ooh, Puck's gonna get the rune. This is big. And now they're both level 6.
Does he have the burst to kill though?
Puck definitely does not.
Kunkka's about to be level 7, plus he's up by 12 CS. Essentially 3 waves. I don't know about equalized, but...
This Puck needs to pick up like a wand or something just to tank up right now, because Kunkka is going to be able to kill.
Bot lane, they get a nice stun on the Stone of God, but Spear missing there from Matt Yaman. They might turn it back on Neural, who does have mana burn turning back onto Cello, but Cello has to be careful how far he wants to dive here. Misses the Aether Remnant slightly. We'll look for another Spear. God's Rebuke coming from Cello, but the stun missing from Neural. Yet again, Spear this time though. Dead on is Fatal Uno gonna look for a kill. PA, we've also lost top lane. Whole city level 6 blocks or throws down the black hole. Gets a solo double kill.
Puck is in.
Grimstroke dropping as well. Puck all the way bot lane. That is the solo coil. Just for clockwork here.
Nice silence. Top it off. This is a classic. This is the Puck special. You coil a support, you steal the kill from your offlaner who did most of the work.
Go back mid.
And you go back mid. And you tell yourself you did something useful.
It's a pretty good play. It does make a decent amount of space for Lorenzo. Unfortunately, he had died because of the black hole. But that's just kind of what happens as soon as Enigma hits level 6. He's thinking about that timing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Enigma will hit 6 faster.
Yeah.
So, it kind of sneaks up on you.
It feels like Coconut kind of needs to make a play now where they get either Lorenzo out of this lane or they get Enigma out of this lane. And it might just be Lorenzo goes to the jungle. Black hole is on cooldown for a little bit, but...
Yeah, there's no way Enigma leaves this lane. Enigma loves this position where he can access
We're all going to get brought down bottom lane right after the Mars kill. Matt Yaman dropping at the same time. Sonagod and Cello teaming up.
Alaris is getting another rune here. Let's see if he times
Fatal Uno. We just not stop in this game like ever. Fatal Uno probably going to drop to Lorenzo. Needs one more right click. Gets the crit. That'll secure it.
Puck with the very clutch phase shift dodge to avoid the X and get brought back into the boat. Completely avoiding all that.
Neither of these mids are like mids that rotate to take towers though. This is kind of like whose mid lane tower is gonna fall first. There's another cool coming out mid from Alaris. Does he have both though? No, he actually just used it as he was saying earlier. Does miss the orb, and I think he's just fine.
He could actually just trade his way here.
Yeah, he's got a wand charge. Might just go for the kill instead. Is running away now. Again, the orb slightly missing as he runs back up to the high ground. Torrent connects. Nika had him with it the whole time. Aether Remnant finishes it off. Cute little play from Nika, baiting him in. It gets close to either one. Props to Alaris for keeping with it that long. 50-50 play there, pretty much.
I think Alaris kind of underestimated Nika's health there. You have a deceptive amount of HP.
Plus armor from the phase boots. And the helm. Did he have the Helm of the Iron Will too? Because this is like a super tanky Kunkka.
Yeah, he was very tanky. When you're a Puck in that position, you have to like aggressively go for the last hits. You can't like hope you get one and it's like enough. You have to know.
Feels like they need a rotation from somebody if they really want to kill this Kunkka, but I don't even know if the Kunkka's like your big target right now.
No, he's not. Enigma's a very easy target right now, and he's a high impact target because this is gonna delay his next item.
Whole city gonna get stunned up top lane. Still doesn't have the black hole for another 10 seconds here. Might actually be able to turn that if he can get up to the high ground, but the crit dagger from Lorenzo gets the kill before that happens. And that's a great rotation too, as we were saying a couple minutes ago. Matt Yaman also dying in the river. You got to make space for Lorenzo here. Make this top lane safe for him. He probably has to leave as soon as Enigma's back up again because Black Hole is back up. But
that is true. I hope he is keeping track of that. But luckily for him, no one else on his team really farms Ancients. I mean, I guess Mars can, but...
Mars kind of can, but I rarely ever do you see that.
Yeah.
They might be thinking about going on Sun God bottom because we're all just sitting on top of him with the Vendetta. Only has a couple more seconds of it, though. They have a weird timing to hit and connects on the stun. You're all Matt Yaman going for the spear. No
nice.
Troll ulti coming perfectly timed there. Top lane as well. Whole city looking for the ultimate. Can't quite get the distance for it. So Lorenzo gets the blink back to the catapult. And yeah, he's just immediately TPing mid like, yep, okay. Ending was back.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
He also just doesn't have any way to kill the Eidolons really easily. The Mars should just go top.
Well, yeah, until he gets Battle Fury, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, what an Aether Remnant from Cello. It's going to secure the kill onto Alaris. Perfectly dead on with that. Just couldn't get to the orb in time. It was an awkward timing with the X2. Nika getting a double kill with the DD. Might even make it a triple on the Helix. The Helix trying to turn the ultimate there. Double dagger coming through Nika. Might have just gone a bit too far. Rum buff keeping it alive for a bit longer. Goes for... He's got the armlet toggle. If he wants to go for it, he's still alive here. Maybe turning back onto Helix. Needs a couple of right clicks. Gets him. Dagger coming. Not going to get the kill though. Lorenzo wants this, but now he's surrounded by 3. Battery Assault going to be connecting to. Hook even committed for this. Nika is going to be fine. Gets a double kill. Is that not an ultra kill? Was that just like distanced out enough? Because it was 4 kills for him, right? Didn't he just get ultra? How was that not an ultra kill?
I guess the spacing was too much. But either way, some insane moves from Kunkka. Just now getting the armlet. Critically getting it so quickly. He has 100 last hits right now. This guy is on top of it. What's his net worth? Of course he has 7k net worth. Of course he does.
Oh shit, I should probably be a net worth.
He is dominating this mid lane right now.
Looking good for Polaris though. The only problem with Polaris's lineup is just Troll is kind of having a rough time bottom after that death too. But
oh yeah.
Basically tied with the PA at this point.
Javelin? He's not going Battle Fury on the Troll. Sort of surprised, given the PA's shown that she is going Battle Fury.
Wait, what is he going on Troll? Early SNY?
Yeah, I don't know about this because...
It's just Maelstrom.
I don't think that...
He's just dead again. That's Yule's up on Matt Yaman. He does get the ultimate off beforehand, but this is just a 2-man coil. 2-man stun as well coming from Ural. 2-man coil. Troll is going to drop, and they might even find the clock afterwards. Whole city looking for the ultimate. Can't get it off in time, though. Will get the X back. They still find Alaris. I thought Alaris had gotten away, but the X was there. Couldn't see it underneath the black hole as they were all missing a stun just barely on Cello. We'll drop no matter what.
Cello's cleaning house with this 5
Void Spirit. Talked the Void Spirit earlier.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Your Troll has 5k net worth in 13 minutes, so I think we can.
It's a 6k gold lead for Polaris.
Yeah, I mean...
It's going to take a while for Lorenzo to catch back up, too. Still working on the Battle Fury. Like, yeah, he's had some decent space the last little bit now. Lost that tier 1 tower.
Hull City has his BKB. Unfortunate that he doesn't have Black Hole for 2 minutes, though. So I kind of question completing this item right now.
I really like Polaris's play to try and take over the triangle, too. They're going to find Helix potentially. I don't know if they want to dive for this. Cello's over here as well. They have the X on top of Alaris going for the 8th Remnant. Not going to connect. We'll get the silence back on the Nika. Cello's just gone. Nika might just be the next target. Doesn't have the boat for another couple seconds here. Could fall to this. I don't think you can armlet toggle 4 heroes. Going for the Torrent. Connects onto no one. Directly in the middle of all those heroes.
He got pretty close there.
It's the hard part about fighting around the triangle, though, is that there's just so many easy TP spots, especially when they still have this mid-tier 1.
Yeah, I'm surprised this Kunkka has not pressured this mid tower with his huge advantage. That is kind of the big difference maker. This puck has done about like half the damage the Kunkka has to the tower.
Mm-hmm. PA almost done with the Battle Fury, too. This is like 400 gold away. Just gonna sit in the triangle, probably go to the lane every now and then. Aether Remnant connects onto Lars. They don't have a silence for him. He might be able to silence away, but no, the right click from Cello finishes him off. That's 300 gold to Cello.
Yeah, the phase shift when there is a Aether Remnant is always a trap. Never do it.
Well, because you can't even... No, you can blink out of it, right? I think you can still blink out of it.
I don't know if it hits first tick, but...
I always thought with the blink you were like still invincible, like when the blink initiated.
The way it works is if you blink the first,
you roll just dead. We actually have a fight going in the meantime. BKB is already up on the Enigma, by the way. Whole city immediately going for that. There's a hook back in from Fatal Uno as well, getting the Mars locked in, but it's not quite going to do enough. Just all the magic damage coming through from Coconut, enough to finish him up. Valaris as well still has the coil if they want to continue to go for this. Gets the Yules back onto Nika. Coil could come here too, locking him in. Doesn't want to tank this, just turning it back around onto Ural. Doesn't have the run buff anymore. Will just drop. Cello might be the final target, but I don't know how far they want to chase this. He does have ult charges in 5 seconds, but he's right out of mana now. Might continue to chase underneath the tier 1 as the creeps are here. Matt Yaman finding him in the trees. He does have a couple of wand charges, but not enough to get the ult up. Needs a little bit more time here if he could get help from him. Yeah, he will just walk away. Lorenzo not quite going to dive that far. Matt Yaman kind of backed off.
Realizing his life is a little more valuable.
He's got Black Hole in 7 seconds. Again, he's got the BKB as well. Matt Yaman just popping the Yules there to guarantee the tower last hit.
Now, unfortunately, he can get...
Oh, look at the hook here, though. Matt Yaman getting caught out a bit, but do they have the damage for this? Jumping in his Cello, there's a Zphyr back onto the clock, does pull him all the way to the cliff there. Now, Lorenzo actually going in this. Battery Salt going to be too much to deal with, though. There's the one-man Black Hole. Thought it caught two, but they might be able to finish off the puck. No, Alar somehow alive here. Will eventually drop the right clicks, but Lorenzo cleaning up and cleaning a house. Cello gone. It's a double kill for the PA. Now, Fatal Uno, the lone survivor. Nika's finally made his way over here, going for a boat potentially, but there's so many targets for him. Fatal Uno's just getting knocked down. The boat not going to connect. Triple kill for Lorenzo in the meantime, and he is right back next to Gakunka on top of the net worth there.
Yeah, that's some good moves there. Some Battle Fury action. This guy farms quickly too, so doesn't hurt him. But yeah, sort of a clear distinction between him and now the other cores, the Enigma and the Troll. The biggest surprise sort of is this puck with actually the lowest net worth out of all the cores on Dire and Radiant. I mean, it is rough. The Kunkka sort of seems to be targeting him a little bit. I think he thinks it's his job to sort of catch puck with the X and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is probably their most reliable way of
doing
it.
that fight's just really good for Lorenzo too, because he's already farming the triangle in the meantime. Clockwork's right there next to the triangle. Yep. He doesn't have to worry about the Black Hole because they're so split as a team. Like, Whole City wants to pop it on either PA or Puck. It does eventually bring down Puck, but that just gives free reign for Lorenzo to do whatever he wants.
Okay, so a lot of action in the triangle
I think
here.
Matt Yaman just looks pretty good. Okay, there it does connect with the cogs. Nice two-man stun from Ural as well. Lorenzo going for the damage. Battle Fury at the same time. It's a nice positioning for Lorenzo, but he's just going to drop the magic damage too much as Ural also getting super low. Helix, the final target here, looking for Nika. Going for it as Ural, but he can't quite get the right clicks before that armlet toggle comes out. Now they're going to chase down Ural as well. Stunning him up, has the carapace in 2 seconds. Torrent misses, but the right clicks are more than enough.
The Malefice slowed him down so he didn't get hit by the Torrent. Otherwise, he definitely would have gotten hit by the Torrent.
You steal the kill from Nika.
Yeah, actually.
Lara's not going to die top lane. This is where I'm a little surprised Sonagod doesn't go Battle Fury. Or I guess Maelstrom kind of makes up for it, but I feel like that's the common, like,
it's not the same. It's really not the same.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't want to go Battle Fury, so I'll go Maelstrom instead. They both like give you some kind of CC, but one is definitely better at that than the other.
Yeah.
Alaris and Son of God both just sitting in the trees here.
And really, if you're a carry and you want, he actually just does have Yasha. I was gonna say, if you want just a good farm accelerator that's not either of those items, it really is just Yasha.
Polaris really understanding where to play on the map too, just keeping the triangle safe. The Zphyr connects, he finds a little cliff right there. A nice two-man hook into two-man cogs though. From the Clockwork, Cello actually doing a nice job there. This drops the Black Hole in as well. He's got the Blink BKB Black Hole onto the Mars. Matt Yaman dropping, it's 3 dead. Rotation over from Nika as well. And I think he's just going to clean up Alaris using the coil as a last-ditch effort. But look at Lorenzo coming back in. He wants more of this. It's really risky, though, because I don't think he has the damage yet. He's just going to fall. a full team wipe there, and Coconut's kind of not really going in one by one, but it was a great black hole from Whole City. They weren't expecting the blink yet from Whole City. He's farming just insane. He's second on net worth, actually.
I don't know how that happened. Literally, you remember I was saying how he eclipsed, or how the PA eclipsed him?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, team fights happen. And
he just comes back. Doing just fine now. They will clean up Roche. Not the fastest Roche in the world, but still, not too bad. Actually, yeah. Do they have any minus armor? This is actually pretty quick. I guess with the troll, it's legit though.
Someone has a orb, right? No. Oh, only the orb of venom.
Sonagod gonna try and hunt down Matt Yaman. Quite gonna find him. They don't have a creep wave for this top tower either, as Matt Yaman way back underneath the tier 2.
Speedy.
Whole City is just 2v1ing mid. Might get caught out by Alaris as he pops the coil, walking away after the BKB. The hook unfortunately misses there. It's on the backside. We're all actually looking for a kill with the Vendetta. As the silence on the Cello. Can't quite find a target. No, the Aether Remnant actually connects onto the puck. We lose the Enigma. Whole City going a bit too far. You're all getting the solo kill. Now Nika caught inside the Mars Arena. Does get the rump up though, so he's not going to take too much damage from this. Might be able to just armlet toggle his way out. Fatal Uno over here as well, keeping you all locked in. But down goes Cello. Renzo blinking it onto Nika. And still just can't get any crits. Lorenzo's luck, not the greatest this game. Fatal Uno kind of stuck in his own cogs here. Again, still waiting on that hook to come back up, but should die before that happens. Falls to the right click of Alaris.
He took that Jape too far.
It's a tier 1 too? Oh no, they already took that. BKB worked on for Lorenzo.
Yep.
More stat items for my man. Sonagod as well, just chilling out in the trees. Doesn't feel safe.
No, this is definitely the way to go. If you don't see the enemy team,
I think maybe he could be farming the jungle, but they do have some good vision.
He's sort of just worried there's a smoke happening because he probably doesn't. Oh, he sees the Mars. Yeah. He can walk out now.
I think they might have seen your ult too, but now Whole City a little bit too far forward. Again, he's just committing this BKB every single time. He has the ult back up in 2 seconds as well.
Yeah. That's the problem though. Now he has the ult.
And he doesn't have BKB. Matt Yaman looking for a spear, does get it to connect. Whole City getting super low. The orb barely missing though. Troll just took a tier 2 top lane, by the way. It's all space created. Whole City making a nice play for his troll there.
Yeah, really. BKB charge for a tier 2. It's pretty good. Whole City buying 2 salves. Nice. This is what I'd do. I like the salve moves. And PA has Battle Fury now, looking to pick up a Deso. Or sorry, Skull Basher.
AC seems pretty legit this game too, at least into Lorenzo. There isn't a lot of right click outside of that, but still.
This guy has how much armor? 36 armor? That's nuts.
Yeah.
68% physical resistance. That's a lot.
BKB back up on Whole City.
That's more than the troll has.
What is he down to on this timing? He's down to 6 seconds immediately. He's very open with his use of BKB.
He's been using it a lot, but you don't need more than 4. I mean, you don't really need more than 5 seconds with Enigma because Black Hole's 4 seconds. So really, a 5-second BKB will get you through most of the game.
Well, City's just sitting on the side here.
He was tempted to use Black Hole there, but he thinks there might be a fight happening. So he doesn't want to use it.
A lot of pings coming out too. As the high ground has kind of been flipped. I don't think they see Rawl, but maybe Fatal Uno does. I don't think they do. I guess I could check the vision. But there's the sentry on the high ground right there. I don't think he's quite spotted by it.
Checking in on net worth, it still is slightly Radiant favored. This puck just doesn't really have
Helix just going to get ran down. This is a dead Grimstroke if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
3 heroes on top of you instantly.
All City spotted this a while ago.
But still, space is made.
Yep.
Grimstroke is decent at the deep push here. Lorenzo just pushing top in the meantime. You can distract all the Radiant heroes. Still pretty happy. They don't know what the hook back up to. This is a halberd clock game, apparently. It seems pretty decent. Able to deal with Lorenzo a bit better. As we do have a Yules back on Ural, able to survive this. Gets the dust, but he's moving quick enough that he might still be able to outrun this. The hook!
Creep.
His creep is so annoying. I can feel that all the way as a clock player myself. I was able to just deny it immediately afterwards, so there's some revenge. But you're all able to get a courier. Bit of a risky play, but still with the kill that just happened mid lane, I think you're okay with that.
Alaris is opting for the Ags on Puck. This did get nerfed recently. I think it was the... Oh yeah, it was the stun. Yeah, so down to 4 seconds, and then the cooldown's a little longer. Probably fair. This is a pretty good Ags.
Jumping in. Actually, Cello's just going for it. Way back onto Helix, but he doesn't get any help from his team. A little bit far away. Torrent just barely going to miss the wrong side of the tower.
So,
and again, I guess what Coconuts is doing really well is like pushing the side lanes when Polar S wants to push like a single lane. They're getting him to not take high ground quite yet, making space for their Lorenzo. The whole city's just gone for the BKB, yeah, immediately out, and this PA is just gone.
Cello's getting out! Oh no.
And Cello, no, he's actually still gonna die here. Whole city might just drop as well as he gets a stun incoming from the Inkswell. Matt Yaman on top, looking for the ulti. I don't think he needs to use it though, especially to clean up the clock.
Here though, they running in. Get out.
Sonagod wants to 1v5 essentially, but in comes Nika from the side as well, so won't quite be the 1v5. Popping BKB is Sonagod as well as the ultimate. Wants to run down Matt Yaman, will eventually do it. Nika cleaning up the puck. And I think Matt Yaman gonna drop after this too if he can just keep the right clicks in.
Zphyr.
No. Zphyr
very
connects.
clutch timing. He was watching the BKB. Nice. So ends up not being such a bad fight for Radiant. Actually, definitely a win for them. They're 1 and they're 2 survived here.
Just barely. It's about a 500 gold swing for Polar S.
That's something, I guess.
It's decent. Plus, like you said, like your cores are surviving there as compared to Coconuts, where it's like the off lane and the pause 5.
Yep, that's true.
Pause 4, excuse me. Wrong with the Yules though. Might be looking for something, but Ural is just completely surrounded. I'm not sure how they even saw him there. I guess it's the high ground ward. Yes, it is. They immediately find that observer as well. Easy cleanup for Polar S. Beta Uno. Feeling pretty good about that one. Get some confidence. Well, an 8k gold lead. It's burgeoned to a little bit more than that at points in this game. But still, Polar S looking like they're in control. Just gotta wait for Lorenzo to get big if you're Coconuts. Really rely on that PA timing.
Hull City is going for the classic Octarine core on Enigma, 3rd item. It's a classy choice. What is going on here?
I don't think Alaris can get that. Initiating on Kunkka seems a little, risky. They will just like push out the wave.
Hull City's making some moves here.
Matt Yaman as well is haste ruined, but like all these heroes here connects on the Aether Remnant as well, but the haste rune might be enough to save him. No, Nika's here with the X marks the spot. Into the torrent. A little bit aggressive from Matt.
Yeah, he could have at least waited for his Yules to go. Just a little bit, little bloodthirsty here.
And again, all of this is space for Lorenzo at the same time. He did have to TP back there.
Lorenzo does have Basher now, which is pretty good.
It's kind of at that point in the game, too, where you really can't find pickoffs. You just need to kind of use your heroes to keep vision, keep tabs on Polar S. Yeah. So Lorenzo knows where to farm. As we're probably going to lose the Nyx Assassin as well. You're all getting caught out. Vision already there for Polar S. Nice play there. Maybe going for the high ground push. Roshan is back up if they want it.
PA might be able to take it, actually.
Black Hole is up too. So might also be influencing. They're just confident in this. Going for the push. Lorenzo does have the Basher, not quite to an Abyssal yet. Even then, I'm not sure how much an Abyssal would really help you. I guess it's decent. Just
their racks are dying, and they're not defending this. I guess they can't.
They really, yeah, you have to initiate the fight there, and it just doesn't feel like they can.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Nick's gone. Matt Yaman is basically your only initiation. You kind of have to cut off the fight from the rest of Polaris. Maybe try and catch one hero alone, but when you have these BKBs up, they can just walk right outside of the arena. This whole city actually jumping in and immediately walking out. He just went for the Maledict there.
Malediction.
Alaris, meanwhile, pushing mid. He's going for the jugular play here, back into the tier 3. Sonagod thinking about running him down, pops the coil.
Oh, coil break.
And might be... Oh no, Sonagod doesn't continue chasing. Alaris able to TP away. Matt Yaman going for the ultimate, but he is just getting melted inside of this. Lorenzo blinking with the black hole, but there's nothing to stop this now. Just walking into it, they have all the damage in the world to clean up Lorenzo as well as Matt Yaman, and now that's just... All the support's gone. Alaris, the lone survivor. And actually, their only cancel for it is the Alaris. Alaris probably just dead here, too.
Oh, he tried.
I think that might just be game. You have 5 buybacks, but without Black Hole up, you probably back take Roche, and then you have Black Hole by the time you go back high ground. A lot of buyback spent, though.
Yeah. Do you think Witchblade is any good?
It's decent. It depends on the hero. I think it's fine on Puck. People buy it on Wyvern, too. You get that off-lane Wyvern. It's legit.
Missed stun on the Enigma there. Rough.
Jumping in, Ural. I think Ural is gone here. This would be a dieback, too. Trying to make a play around the Roshan, but I don't know. When you have spent all these buybacks, there's a hook in as well onto Helix. Lorenzo not even wanting to commit for this. He's just too afraid. Fade Uno is pretty tanky. They will commit a coil just to try and get the rest of the team out. Fade Uno, having to use that hook earlier, can't quite chase that much further, but that is just a dead Puck. Dieback on Alaris. And that might just be game 1 in the books.
Yeah, looks a little tough to
Black Hole's back up again, too.
Yeah.
Whole city gonna get X'd and come right back.
Black Hole with the 97.
Ooh, I'm just missing the hook, too. They're going immediately again on to Helix.
Yeah. Just attack before they're even ready.
Yeah, and they don't even need the Megas here. They're just immediately going into the Ancient. Matt Yaman doesn't want them to kill him, but I don't know how accepting of that they're going to be. Ancient's slowly falling here. Son of God's just going to kill anyway. Doesn't care at all. And that is it. Eventful game 1, but ultimately goes to Polaris. I think they just kind of understand like how to play that game a bit better than Coconuts.
Yeah, I think so. Seemed a little bit more organized and focused on just moving around as 5 while...
Yeah. Well, not even that. I think they just waited till Sonagod got some decent items. Whole city knew exactly what he was doing with the BKB pickup.
Yeah, Lorenzo participated in fights more, which is why he was a little bit poorer, and why he died more. Meanwhile, Sonagod just took his time, and even without the Battle Fury, farmed more than the PA.
Nice plays from Kunkka as well, the Nika. Kunkka.
Oh yeah.
Ultra kill. Technically an ultra kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely dominating the mid lane. Killing the Puck twice. 1.7k ahead at 10 minutes. Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah. He is a great game for Nika.
Yep.
As we wait for the game 2 lobby.
Yeah. He really just picked up this armlet early on, and he just kind of went places. It was just a really good timing, and he used it really well. Especially when he got the DD. DD effect like amplifies armlet already, which is just so much.
I guess that would, yeah. He did like get really lucky with some DDs too. Lorenzo not quite finding those, but it just kind of comes down to the map control as well. Well, we wait. Once again, Whole City is queuing up another game. And we'll have to wait for him to finish that game.
I'm sorry, what?
No, he didn't. I'm joking.
That just sounds like a thing Hull City would do, which is why I was annoyed. I was sounding annoyed.
Coconuts need to defend their high ground. The moment you give up 2 racks, you may as well call GG. Yeah. I just don't know how they make a play to defend it there. Like it. Sure, Puck was pushing mid, and maybe if he TP's back, they can do something, and that's kind of why it felt impossible to defend. But even just mixing the Knicks kind of puts them at a big disadvantage. It's basically just on Matt Yaman to initiate.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. It is a bit tougher. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have
it's
really a lot of to fight.
And it's hard to identify, too, in that situation. Like, Matt Yaman just needs to be like, okay, literally, I'm our only initiation. And there's not very many targets I can go on. You basically just have to pick one without a BKB.
Yeah. Dude, I think is Roblox the next hot stock?
No. Is that even a public company?
They're going public soon, I think. I can't. Well, actually, can I think I can't participate in an IPO.
No.
I have to wait a little bit to invest, I guess.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, actually, how does that work? Or to be fair,
there's a lot of scrutiny around it.
Roblox is probably going to get taken public through a SPAC. Let's be honest.
I don't know.
You know about SPACs?
No.
SPACs are like shell companies that rich people use to fundraise, basically. So what happens is you put like $10 into the SPAC, and you get a share, and then when they pool together enough money, they make a valuation, and usually it's like, we'll give you $1 million for 20% of your company. So the company is worth $5 million, and your share is suddenly worth $50 if you bought in early on the SPAC. And then when it goes public, it's like it's easier somehow, and the stock just goes public at 50. So it's an interesting fundraising mechanism.
I guess it gives you a better valuation, probably too.
Yeah, IPOs are like really wild, apparently. Like it's hectic. People can they can just crash because it is just public. This is a little more controlled. And the thing with the SPAC is if they don't invest, you get your money back, so it's not like a loss. So it's
true,
pretty decent. However, it's not decent if your investment goes into the toilet when it goes public.
We wait.
We wait.
Small sick bitch. I think he mistyped that. But We wait. We sleep yet again.
Radiant team banned. Radiant team banned.
Game two, game two, game two. Right off the bat, the Void Spirit ban. Yeah, that hero was nuts. Cello made that hero look like a core from the support role. With no items, too. He gets the BKB first. Whew. Nuts. Pango is in play here. Those heroes pretty wild. I don't know who's playing this on their team because I don't know most of the players. I only remotely know Matt Yaman. We shall see.
5 seconds remaining.
First pick Pango. Are we
True,
gonna see
true,
a Shadow
true.
Shaman?
Is there a combo with that?
No. It's just decent and then the Pango. Good lockdown for it. Maybe
Like
a Beast Master could pick it up.
Bloodseeker or Grim, maybe. Decent Pango counters. I think the Grim could open well. You also don't have to pick it now.
Radiant team pick.
Master though, you called that. What's the deal with him? Is he seeing a resurgence? Is it the Necro build again?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You there?
Yeah. What did you ask?
What do you build on Beast? Is it Necro?
Oh yeah, you just rush Necro. It's a Zoo meditate.
Yeah, I feel like every time Beastmaster builds Necro Book, he's really great, and every time, and then like a patch later, they nerf Necro Book, and you're like, oh, maybe I won't build Necro Book anymore in Beast,
No,
and then you like build anything else, and it's so bad.
It's
This hero
like
needs Necro Book.
it just benefits so much with the attack speed aura. Like,
It's stupid good, and the slow from your board too complements just
yeah,
like
you basically just roar somebody, and then you walk
roar and
away
die.
as your
Yeah.
Necro units kill them.
Yeah, it's also really safe for you too. In other builds, you're really limited in how much damage you can put out, just because Beast isn't that tanky of a hero. He's no like Centaur. Rubik, and then the Snap Pick Invoker. So what is this? Like
Invoker's
a 4?
fine. You have the Roar and a Sunstrike combo. It's kind of hard to pull off,
Oh,
but
yeah.
still, it's gonna be there.
That's
It's probably a
good.
mid Invoker guaranteed, though. I don't know if you can run 4 Invoker
Wait.
anymore.
4 Invoker with
I
the
don't think
cold
you can
snap
run it anymore,
the
dude.
4?
No.
No, dude. How that sounds nasty.
It does, but I think you just have to lane against it by putting like a Pango up there. Like, just don't throw a squishy support into it.
I guess. But then, I mean, I guess how do you counter like an Invoker mid? This is just a hero that, you know, he'll do his thing. You can pick like
sure, like I don't know,
Viper.
Ember. Viper's
I don't
not
think
bad.
beats him.
Ember's, yeah, it's not that great. But the Tornado, but I think
Ember is-
Exort Invoker's the thing nowadays. So.
Oh, don't tell me you're building Midas again.
Yeah, I think that's
Yikes.
what most people do now.
Yikes! No. What is this?
I think that's what most people do now.
So is this like your 1 now, and your safe lane carry is like a Monkey King, and you just run around?
What's wrong with that?
Or, I mean, that's fine, but it's greedy. So you have to offset the greed somewhere.
Sure, could see that. Yeah.
You just have to keep that in mind, because right now there's not a lot of room for greed. Right now there's 1 hero that can greed on the map. 4 heroes have to move. We talked about this last game too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just kind of the meta right now too. Like,
Yeah,
maybe you can
absolutely.
get away with 3 making a play, and then you have like mid laner
Yep.
It kind of just comes down to who's going to farm what lane, really. You want your core in the triangle plus, like, triangle plus one lane, basically. Mid laner probably going to be in your jungle or, like, pushing with the team. And then, like, the other 3 heroes just either taking a dead lane with one of the supports that you don't really care about or pushing something. It's what I think Polaris did a really good job of last game. They just kind of identify where does Troll need to play at this time in the game.
Snapfire, snap pick. Let's see it.
No, it's not. Snapfire is such a bad hero, dude. Fuck that.
Why? What happened?
Hey, what happened? The hero is just bleh. Just lackluster.
Okay, but does it not just patch up Coconut Gaming's draft so well right now? It gives you team fight, it gives you a spammable stun, it gives you Phoenix Egg kill. Alright, this is also pretty good.
I don't know. Lifestealer's been on the come up ever since like being dumpstered in the second to last patch. Wait, 2 patches ago, 3 patches ago.
I still don't fully believe in this hero.
I think like pro players have been kind of picking it up and playing it. I think it's fine into this lineup. It's not great into Beastmaster, but you can jump inside the boar, so there's that.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's fun to do. I'm surprised they're not like countering Beastmaster with like a CM or a CM's pretty good against her. Enchantress. CM
is kind of weird because like all those heroes are just squishy in supports, and so is Rubik. And I think
all you really need to lane against Beastmaster is just something to get rid of the boar. Like that's how stupid the hero is right now. Just get rid of the zoo, and Beastmaster isn't a hero.
Oh, this is pretty bold. 4th pick, Shadow Fiend. Yeah, I mean they have shown their mid, so this is like a classic mid matchup. I'm excited for this lane. It is a ranged hero. It can hit egg. It's not the highest range. I think it's like 500. I think maybe.
Birdman says it's Invoker 5.
Invoker 5. That would sort of
they
match
do need the extra support. It would be Beastmaster Phoenix.
They did this thing last game too, where they had sort of like 5 cores. They just didn't pick any like.
Well, Cello ended up going Void Spirit 5.
It's Void Spirit, yeah. So which is that really even a 5?
Yeah, like you have to. It's a 5. It's kind of stun.
It's a 5 as much as Monkey King is a 4.
But Monkey King is a 4. Monkey King is a pretty flexible hero though. Same with like.
Yeah. I mean, all right, sure, but the hero the hero scales ultimately. The hero scales more than a Rubik scales.
Which can still be a good thing for support though. I mean, you're right. It is weird putting that as a pause 5, but.
I mean, if your support scales, that's huge.
It just means it's not going to have that high of impact earlier on in the game, or ever if you're getting stomped. But it's pretty easy to play like a greedy pause 5 if you're winning.
Yeah. This is why your what's this? This is why Drow support does not work.
Yeah, it's why Invoker support could just fail too, because if you get behind and this Invoker's like level 6 at 20 minutes, it's like you.
So this is their chosen. I think this is their 4 hero, the Lina.
I think
because I don't know how you put the SF anywhere other than mid. I don't think this hero can go anywhere other than mid.
It's SF mid, and I think it's gonna be offlane Pango with Rubik and Lifestealer Lina.
Could be that.
Lina's not terrible into Beastmaster just because the range is super nice for trading.
Actually, isn't Rubik better into Beastmaster just because you can lower the board damage?
I mean, sure, but I think the bigger thing is the slow.
Oh wait, Lina is Zoo clear though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Plus just the attack range too. Like you don't have to get close.
Ooh, very good point. 670 is quite a lot.
Like you could throw the tough part. CM's really good against it just because you freeze the boar and it's dead. Like
but Lina's a little tankier.
Lina, that's a good question. I don't know who has more health.
CM is like the squishiest hero in the game. Maybe next Enchantress.
Techies probably.
CM 2.2. Whoa.
It's a strength game.
Lina 2.4. Look at that.
Yeah, but who starts with more strength?
Oh my god, I didn't look at this either. Probably Lina.
Wait, does it even show that?
Yeah, it does.
Let's heat things
Wait,
up.
hold on.
No, it doesn't. It
20.
doesn't. Dude, I've lost a lot of Lena matches. That's pretty sad. I should practice this hero.
And this one is 18. Yeah, so CM starts with 18 and Lena starts with 20. So Lena starts with an advantage and keeps her advantage going. So she definitely is tankier.
Strength is the only stat that matters. What about
speed is the only.
What about Agi though? Because that technically gives you armor, which is effective HP.
Sure. And we have a last pick. Venge. Is this Venge mid? Dude, I'm hyped for Venge mid.
It is Nika. I think. So yeah, Birdman was right. It's Invoker 5.
And this is a decked out Lena set. Look at this.
Or is it Invoker 4? Are they gonna swap this?
Who knows?
Because obviously, yeah, Cello was playing the Pause 5 Void Spirit last game. If they lose this game early, if they lose that top lane, I think this game is pretty rough for Polaris.
5 seconds remaining.
Because like this is a very you have to win lanes with mid Venge, Pause 5, Cello, Invoker. PA. Yeah, actually, you saw Lorenzo struggle the entirety of last game with PA being behind, like no real supports to blow up. And again, this game, you have Rubik and Lena, which is better, but obviously you have to deal with the Shadow Fiend, Rubik damage mitigation, annoying, Pango super annoying.
So I think the SF wins against Venge mid. Venge is just kind of a low stat hero early. Ugh.
Higher damage though if he goes for the aura.
That's true, but the aura kind of sucks now.
Does it?
Sorry. I think you max wave. I think you definitely max wave.
You can also pick up some CS. I always love playing Venge as a support just because you can stack like 3 camps at once if you get if you get it right. Like it feels so good to do that. There's not very many supports that can do stuff like that. It's basically CM can kind of do it. You can do it with Darkseer too. Shadow Demon can do it.
Ooh.
Darkseer, I think it's actually really easy to. You just have to get your timings down. Because if you put an Ion Shell down on a creep camp, it will aggro them, they run back, and then they aggro again. So like I'm saying, if you just time it right,
have it on a cycle. Yeah,
the second aggro or the first aggro will stack the camp.
Yeah.
I think you have to be close enough to the camp, though. I think if you're super far away, they just straight up don't aggro. I think that's how that works, but I would have to do research. There probably is like a guide out there.
I think that makes sense. I think you... Yeah. It might also... Oh, it might have to be day for...
No, because if they're asleep, they take damage, and as soon as they take damage, they wake up, right?
Not always. I've had
pretty sure with Ion Shell, it would.
Okay, so Hull City is going for the press my W button as soon as I spawn strategy on Beastmaster.
Now they're going for the lane shenanigans too, by the way. Lorenzo's going top.
Matt Yaman is in the bot lane here, clearly. Looking good.
Whoa, what is this? Why is Matt Yaman pause 4 with you raw? Helix maybe going bottom? They maybe just want to spot this? It's a weird start to this game. I don't know. Maybe they're cutting these trees just because. Why not?
They might be tri-laning this.
But with Pango Rubik as the supports?
Yeah.
Their offlaner being Matt Yaman? Oh, okay. Yeah, he was offlaner. What? This isn't even like offlane Lena. This is just like Lena mid, essentially. Being solo in the bot lane.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. If you can get away with it.
Well, okay, now you're all's rotating bottom. Dude, this is a weird laning stage.
I'm excited to see this Falcon Blade. I think it's actually a great Lena item.
Either that or Witch's Blade wouldn't be bad on Lena.
He wants HP here, just because these are very high damage heroes.
But he has 2.4 strength gain. You said that was tanky. 2.4 compared to 2.2. We need more core CM. The only reason you can't play core CM is because 2.4 strength gain. That's it.
Her attack animation is actually horrendous.
It's pretty bad too.
It would be an immense challenge to try.
I mean, Lena's is pretty bad, but you get Fiery Soul. So
Lena's has gotten better actually in recent patches. They've upped her. I think they've sped up her attack animation.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do our first two waves evaluation of mid lane to see how it's going. Nika they're basically tied right now. 2 more denies for Alaris, which is actually a pretty big deal for a Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, if SF's ahead at this point, he's gonna stay ahead.
I'm gonna stun. This
Okay.
is just harass. Cool. I don't know. What?
Oh.
I think he meant to turn around, but it might have just been a misclick.
The aimbot did not hit there correctly.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's spin botting clearly.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, I've been playing TF2 recently, and the amount of spin bots in that game is insane. Like, they do nothing to fix that. What's weird is I experience less in CSGO. Like, they just don't give a shit about TF2, I guess. Though aimbotting is definitely still an issue. Rawl is just dead here, by the way. This is first blood gone. Jumping forward. Fatal Uno gonna take a bit of damage too. What's the trade gonna be? It's not even a trade at all, actually, as Fatal Uno gets the first blood. Might even go on Matt Yaman to the Spirit, connecting the Boars, slowing him down. Got a Fairy Fire as well as another Spirit, though. Is this enough to tick him down? Yes, it is. Fatal Uno with a double kill. 2 for 2 with the Fiery Spirits. And that'll net you first blood.
Also, losing the Courier, losing the critical double stages mask.
How did he lose his Courier? Where did it...
I don't know. But it says he lost his Courier.
Maybe it died to a neutral creep?
Alright, mid lane is low, and both players have their spells. Let's see who casts first.
Nika, I think, just dies.
Alaris wants it, dude. Look at this.
I think he maybe could have gotten it there if he right-clicks Nika into a raise, but it's only level 2 raise. Is stun back. Nika maybe going for this. Couple of right-clicks, turning around. Alaris still has no mana, just barely. Low on mana there.
How did it get even closer?
Dude, this is a really close... Okay, well, that's just mid-wave over. Mid lane is won by Alaris, getting payback for last game. I mean, I think it's basically one. Maybe we could see Nika come back and get a kill, but this is SF. Matt Yamano's maybe ticking down bottom, too. Just going to get a nice kill there for Fatal Uno as he dives away, slowing Ural down, but Ural actually ticks down. I'm not even sure what kills him there. Is that a right-click from a creep or something?
It might have been a Rubik right-click.
I didn't see it flying through the air. Also, it was a shared bounty, so it wasn't... It might have just been a creep. Must have been like a range creep or something.
Could have been. He was diving away, I think. So, like, the projectile got... Like,
yeah, and I couldn't see the projectile.
Animation.
Also, the range creep projectile is, like, the most insane small thing. It's hard to follow. Okay. I figured this might happen with how close mid-wave has been, but I wasn't watching it because I didn't trust myself. But Alaris does die in the mid lane.
That's a lot of damage.
And diving in too, Helix is taking a decent amount. Probably not going to die to this because he has 17 wand charges. Oof.
Ooh, the dodge.
Let's go for the swap too. That swashbuckle used. They're just going to bring down Helix, I believe. Nika with the right clicks Fairy Fire. He doesn't want to dive for this.
So close.
Dude, I really miss when Vengeful had 2 charges in the Nether swap.
Oh, it was so good. What is he doing?
He's looking for the kill on Pango if he decided to like try and pick up the bounty.
Yeah, I realize now Cello's on this team. And Cello might actually connect for a kill. Nope, he's going top. There's a life stealer in his lane now. Interesting.
We haven't really talked too much about the safe lanes other than like just watching them, but Sonagod's doing really, really good for himself. 30 CS compared to the 20 of Lifestealer in the bottom lane. Or not bottom lane. Where the hell is Lifestealer? Top lane.
Top.
This is the 1v1. I keep forgetting that they swap these lanes so weird. The EMP coming through. Lorenzo also has the magic immunity. Helix staying on top of Sonigod. Gets the disarm at the last second. Sonigod can't blink in time. Cello's going to maybe get ticked down here, but I don't think they dive the tier 1. TP up as well, but that gets canceled. I think that was from Nika. Yeah.
Ghoul Frenzy is such a jokes move. What is this?
It's dude, you gotta love the word ghoul though. Ghoul is such a...
Ghoul? Yeah, really.
It's great.
I
We need
feel
more
like a ghoul when I
ghouls
say...
in Dota.
Yeah.
We have the ghouls small camp, right? Isn't it like the ghost ghouls or something?
Yeah, the ghouls. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The little
Oh,
ones
dude,
that freeze you. Let's see if there's any
Yeah.
of them. No.
Dude, imagine ghouls with Orb of Corrosion. Whoa.
They basically have Orb of Corrosion.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I mean, it's just not the minus armor.
Yeah. PA, no stick yet. Is it coming on Courier? Nope. What is this move?
Orb of Corrosion up on PA. Still no boots either on the PA.
Got the ring. He wants the ring, so
immediately
he
for
just
the-
has like nothing to worry about in lane, pretty much.
Yeah, and I guess you just tank swashbuckles constantly, so you're like, I just want the passive regen.
It also helps when you're jungling later.
Matt Yaman still working on level 5. Bottom Hole City also level 5. We can kind of compare that lane to Matt Yaman at 23 CS compared to 25 full city. 0-1 and 3 on the Beastmaster. A lot of TPs coming mid though. The laser all the way on top. Alara's dropping once. Nika getting super low. Gets the lift there. Helix looking for the swashbuckle but can't get it off before he ticks down the right click from Ural. Not enough.
Dude,
Helix.
Nika is making some moves.
This is legit. He's getting aggressive with this mid lane Venge, and I guess when you pick it, that's exactly what you intend to do, right? Like, you don't just want to sit and farm with Venge. Like, take advantage of your early damage boost from the aura. Actually maxing the missile.
The missile is a lot of damage too. 360 is quite a bit.
Oh,
And then you have
yeah, that's true.
Wave of Terror. He's really tanked up with all these stats. He's
If
probably
only,
eyeing up the Ags.
dude, if the stun was physical damage, that would be insane when combined with Wave of Terror
That would be
and
pretty good.
Vengeance Aura. Ooh.
But it would be absolute
I think they're gonna
trash.
find Ural here, going for the spell steal. Look at the swap range, just immediately in from Nika. Easiest kill of your life.
He's trying to kill steal with it.
We'll find the boar too. Actually stolen by the Rubik there, but will drop eventually. Fid Uno gonna sit mid for some time here. Nika just giving it up, saying, hey, come sit mid, get some XP. I'm gonna go push bottom because I can do that. They're gonna hunt down Matt Yaman in the trees here. Tornado just missing. They have the Vengeance Wave of Terror too, but they will hunt him down, get the EMP connected, looking for the kill on the whole city, but it's not gonna be in time. Wanted to use the Laguna Blade there, but the EMP comes beforehand.
Is this a misskill?
On who?
Matt Yaman. He's 2-2-1.
What is the damage? Maybe it's a misskill on LSA, because I don't see a reason to put that to level 2.
Yeah.
There's like no real big advantage there. Dragon Slave for sure is like a double damage boost at level 2. But yeah, LSA you only get 40 more damage. Like the stun duration is 0.3 seconds longer. You're all gonna get stunned up. He's just dead. EMP is stolen, but not able to use it. And Nika just sitting in bottom lane. They want to just find this tower immediately. BM tipping for Beastmaster. Dude, I hate Beastmaster so much playing against it because like there's literally almost no thought involved with this hero.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of those heroes where you just buy the same item every game, you just run at heroes, you roar them, Matt Yaman just dies, Helix doesn't have a response, he doesn't have level 6, you're all just dead yet again.
Oh
and really, I think Coconuts needs to leave this lane and never come back.
Yeah.
This is just turning into a nightmare.
Yeah, this is sunk cost fallacy at its finest.
Well, and like, look at what space they're getting for their PA, too. I mean, I know I probably way overused that term, but
no,
Helix dead.
You're right. It's not nothing, because if your team is not doing this, the other team is doing something.
Yeah.
And if the other team is doing something, it's probably going to involve the carry.
Well, and I think the big thing, too, is, like, Sonagon has just been solo against Lorenzo this whole time. That's not really a, you know, you don't harass each other. It's kind of equivalent exchange there. Lorenzo's going to farm almost as much as PA. In fact, basically tied. It's 7 CS difference right now. But they're sinking a lot of cost into trying to save bot lane, and just time after time, it fails. All the while, Sonegod's farming top lane, and you got level 6 up on Fatal Uno because he sat mid for that time, while you spent 4 of your heroes in the bot lane, not really taking advantage of mid wave either. Shadow Fiend just kind of farming in the meantime too, working on Yules. I guess they didn't sink 4 heroes. They sunk 3 heroes into try to fighting 4 heroes. Shadow Fiend really doesn't want to rotate this early though. Helix getting gone on. Does get the swashbuckle away, but the laser on top as well as the cold snap. Could maybe get the ultimate off, but the cold snap slowing him down. EMP connecting as well. Helix not going to tick down, but look at the LSA from Matt Yaman. Stopping the dive in his tracks. Fatal Uno drops as they do chase down Ural as well. Look at Nika just go for the right clicks here. Does get the stun. Nika getting a kill. Is super low. Will eventually die to the Laguna Blade. And now Cello as well dropping. Alaris getting his comeuppance there. I guess it wouldn't be comeuppance. It would be opposite. Payback? Come down it?
Yep.
I don't think that's a word.
I'm going to make it.
I'd have to look at the
I'm good with words.
encyclopedia.
I'll talk to the words guy up there.
The words guy. What?
The words guy. I'll talk to the words guy.
The words guy. By the way, I figured out how to do toast. I should swap to net worth again.
Oh yeah, definitely go to net worth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
net worth's
crap.
way more interesting because you can look at the difference between the PA and the life stealer in the top lane. Oh, she's gone now.
Matt Yaman taught me how to do toast yesterday, and now I can't remember how to do it. I think it's F10. It's like the the little thing that shows up on the right side of the screen that are like stats and stuff.
Oh.
And there's like a hotkey you press to like make.
Oh
them,
yeah, I have
and I just
no
totally
idea.
forgot. And I don't want to hit something. I guess F9 would be the only bad key I can hit, but
What does F9 do?
that's pause.
Oh yeah.
And
Can
we
we
can
pause?
pause. Yes.
That is not good.
Well, I mean, it's technically good if we were using it in good ways. Alaris gonna go for the kill on the Sonegod, and Sonegod just gone. Farming in...
Wow.
That's kind of a weird spot for him to be, honestly. It seems like super far away from the triangle, which is more of a safe spot. They will go top lane, too, immediately. Lorenzo gonna try and drop here, but he gets into a creep beforehand. They can't chase that much further. Whole city bit trapped here now as there's a couple TPs to the top lane. Helix not really connecting on the Rolling Thunder, but it doesn't matter. Alara's still gonna get the cleanup. Not quite doing the 1-for-1 carry trade. Really wanted to go for it, but didn't have much help in the top lane. Holy shit. Alright, they're very tilted now, I think. I don't know if whole city's tilted. It seems like he is.
Whole City's saying XD, he's definitely tilted.
He's definitely tilted. Incredible.
You don't bring out the XD unless it's
I mean,
bad.
I understand what he's going for. He's like, shit, my PA's dying now, I have to make a play. But couldn't quite get it done. Needed like one more hero from right clicks there. Look at Nika go, though. Look at this man's attack speed. What the hell with the Beastmaster? Goes for the swap 2 onto Lorenzo. They're just going to get a double kill.
The machine.
Oh my goodness, Nika.
I have to study this game.
Dude, look
Nika,
at this
come
attack
on.
speed.
Boom. Boom.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
He's still tilted,
Yeah?
but he's like, his ego is saved for a little bit, so.
Yeah. This will keep him going.
Dude,
and
this,
it
is,
will
this is
also...
like the classic Dota player mentality.
Oh,
I killed this person, so therefore I win. I got last word.
Never mind, the next time I die.
And next time doesn't count. Tornado just barely missing from Cello. They're gonna maybe look down and roll here. Gets the Fire Spirits out, but again, Nika is just dishing out the damage right now. Vengeance Aura, dude, Vengeance Aura plus the Zoo. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, is done.
Oh, but look at Alara. Dude, what is this game? Both cores are just dying all over the place. Alaris.
Dude,
I don't know who
both
just scribbled
cores
on the minimap. Like,
both carries are feeding. This is so good.
I
This
don't
is
know who just
authentic.
scribbled on the minimap, but he seemed pretty angry.
It was definitely Sonegod. He is not happy with this
Well,
game.
I mean, that's the thing too. He's in the right spot, I think, right there. He's just, they don't
He
really
is.
have that much vision.
Yeah. He... I don't know where you farm. I guess you have
You're
to, like,
all just
press
dead mid
reserve.
lane after the swap. No, the disarm there, but it's not going to be in time. Whole City actually committing the roar even. Alar's turning this, maybe looking for the heal from his Phoenix. Can he get the last right click off? Can't quite get it, but will die to Helix.
Huge Phoenix egg.
Still no
Huge
teats
Phoenix
out
egg.
either. Does get a couple of stuns. At least pushes the Shadow Fiends back too as Alaris finally drops. For the second time, I believe.
Fatal
No, third
Uno
time.
is making some schmoos.
There's no mana
Oh,
on
yeah.
there's no mana on
Laser.
Helix though, so I don't think he can get away.
Oh,
Or I don't think he can chase, sorry.
oh, dude, someone do the thing where, like, you drop like the meme glasses on this guy on the Phoenix. This guy just styled on the other team. That was sick.
Why do people get so upset at tips? I mean, it's just more BM. Like,
I think
you
it's
could
great.
you could equate typing in the chat to the same thing as tipping. Like, it's just a faster way of BMing somebody. Like, it's definitely BM.
Oh yeah.
You just have to, like, yeah. I mean, you're right. People shouldn't be upset about it, but still, Dota is an emotional game, and it is played by a bunch of people that maybe don't have the best of emotional.
People who invest. Well,
Yeah.
okay, listen.
I know I don't, so that's
Yeah,
where
you're
I'm coming
remarkably
from.
good at it, which is great.
Oh, fuck no, I'm not.
I have been bad.
Dota is the most frustrating game in the world.
It's because games are long, and because
Well, yeah.
early on it
True.
can seem like you're losing, and just
We're gonna get a
knowing
fight mid,
that
by the
the
way.
game
We
is
will
long,
return to this topic. Yeah, okay, never mind. Rubik is just dead, like, instantly.
he's
Gets
pretty
melted. The roar there on the Helix, locking him in. This is, of course, the greatest interaction in the game. Just locking him in place. Lifestealer as well. Beastmaster gonna get locked down. I think this is just Whole City dead Lifestealer. Eventually slowing him down. The Ghoul going to work there. We'll run forward with this range creep too. Lifestealer maybe still wants some of this. Just chasing down Nika or Cello. They don't have a target. They're not even right-clicking this creep either. Nika even stunning up the creep. Jumping out as Lorenzo looking for Nika. But look at how tanky this Venge is too. All the armor up and just walking away from Lorenzo.
It's a thick.
Well, it's just the, like, basically Lifestealer into any Agi core is rough. Like, you don't have a lot of ways to pierce through armor. No magic damage, basically. This is this first item Maelstrom too? Did something similar last game. As there's a Yule's up on Alaris, able to save himself for a bit, but still gonna die here, even throwing the tip out too. From Whole City. Sunny God as well. Oh, Nika as well. Newcomers to the tip party. Alaris dealing with it well, though. That's the thing. That's how you actually respond to tips, like, the best way. You just throw out your voice lines.
Oh yeah.
That are appropriate for the situation.
Absolutely.
That's the classy.
Absolutely.
Matt Yaman gonna get lasered up, missing the stun there, but does connect with the Zeus. Still gonna drop you all. Also, this is just. It's not a fun game to be playing Rubik into, like, PA, Venge. They just melt you in seconds.
Yeah, also the laser was on the tail end of its duration, so it was doing the most amount of damage, so...
Can they take Roche? I think they can.
Yeah, when you have...
This is a Venge, yeah.
Yeah, you have Venge, you have Beastmaster, you have a lot of really.
Do they have a Deso, too? No, he's actually just going BKB. Deso might just be a dead item. I don't see it, like, ever picked up anymore.
See it on PAs, and that's really it. TA,
I really don't even see it on PAs anymore. And TA is, like, such a rare hero, too. Maybe, like, Tusk. But...
Oh, little later.
Helix couldn't get the jump right before the roll there. I mean, the Angus was already on the ground anyway, so I might as well just back off. Unfortunately, Polar Ass seems to have saw that. I was just hoping, okay, maybe they didn't see it. It's fine.
Bullwhip. Pull up in the bullwhip, dude. And... I don't know. Whoa.
Dota, the thing with, like, tipping and, like, trying to win a game on the emotional side too is, you know, that's something you can take advantage of as a player by just tilting somebody. Like, it's just part of the game. It's part of any sport, honestly.
Yeah, it's part of the mechanics
They're
in the game. You can repeatedly,
Yeah, Nika's just
like,
dead.
you can target players. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Nika,
like, you look at a sport like hockey too. There's literally players designed to just fight people and get them riled up. Like, it's part of the game.
It's a thing. I endorse it.
I mean, sure, it's toxic, but like, it's also life lessons.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
there's a way where you can make it not, absolutely rude.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's obviously a line to be drawn, but
yeah,
I don't think tipping is like a line.
No, you're just doing it to like temporarily rile someone. It's the game, right?
That was a roar back mid lane onto Matt Yaman. Can't quite finish him off. Roll as well, getting canceled up by Helix with the cold snap. Going for the egg. It's super far away from the fight though, so they might only be able to bring down Helix, which they do. Swashbuckle a bit late there. You roll as well, getting hunted down. Sonegat getting the kill, almost taking down here, but he's got the Aegis. Will drop, but coming right back. Might try and hunt down Alara's Sunstrike. Missed, I think. It looked like it did damage,
no,
but still
he hit. He just has level 1 Exort.
Oh, I guess this is the pause 5 Invoker build.
Yeah, exactly. He has level 7 Wex, though.
Wait, what does that get? Is that like max Tornado? I don't play Invoker, so I don't even know what this spells.
It's so...
Oh, that's like max EMP.
Yeah, it's like, think of it as like the mobility stat in his spells. True. So yeah, it's travel distance in the tornado.
Travel distance in the meatball.
EMP,
Alacrity,
probably. Oh yeah,
definitely
mana
bonuses
burn
all of
the
them.
EMP for sure. Alacrity, the attack speed. So
Wex is the duration, not the distance. But
is it?
Yeah, the travel distance is a set thing on EM, or not on EMP. Deafening Blast.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, that's deafening blast.
Although I think that's changed a couple of times. I don't know.
Oh, meteor travel distance too. That's interesting.
Meteor travel distance, I think, has always been like a set. Invoker really doesn't get that many changes.
Ghostwalk self speed is actually huge. With low levels of Wex, this hero is actually just a turtle in this, but with high levels of
Fatal could just be dead right now. The Yule's there. Could go for the jump away, but that's even Alara's committing the ulti right there.
Huge.
Requiem down. We'll go for the tier 1 push after that immediately into objectives. This is like a way better PA game than last, though, and I don't necessarily mean the player is better, but it's just so much more space for PA, and especially when you're leading. It feels better to play this hero. It's a hard hero to play from behind.
You're onto something there.
I mean, there are some cores which are just innately better at coming back. Like, I think AM can do it pretty well just because the hero farms so fast. PA, it's like, yeah, you can blink from camp to camp, but you still need vision, and it's pretty easy to kill the hero with magic damage. He doesn't have something like AM with the spell shield. Matt Yaman gonna get focused down with a cold snap. Doesn't really have a save for this. Does have the eggs, the self to lift there from the Rubik. Not quite enough to save him. Couldn't get him up to the high ground. Tornado connecting on nobody. Going for the TP out is Lorenzo. Can't stop that. You're all gonna drop. 2 supports, or not supports. The offlaner down in Matt Yaman as well as you're all on the Rubik.
I'm gonna take this brief pause, or what I assume to be a pause. Hopefully no one dies, to get some water.
Alright. Fatal and Hole have to be the most value tips. Yeah, Bulljax is the most toxic player in the league, for sure. Actually, scratch that. It's MX Squire. Fuck MX Squire. Let's be honest. They might just find a Lars mid lane. Can't quite get the cold snap. Also, he has the Yule self-save there. We'll slow down Whole City. Going for the Requiem. Blows up the Beastmaster. Whole City just annihilated as he gets the Requiem up into the question mark.
Oh, I missed Whole City feeding?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And you you missed the question mark. You missed the salt backward from Whole City.
All I need to see is chat logs, and I'm seeing them.
Whole City's officially tilted, I think.
Yep.
But it's fine. You can still play. We didn't see the tips there, surprisingly. They might have spent all of them. PA gonna TP top. They maybe look for a kill onto Alaris just immediately after. As this game never stops with the back and forth. We might get the question mark coming back from Hull City too. But no, Cello guesses wrong. Thought he went up into the trees, but he just walks down the lane. And now they might be able to turn this. Whole City spotting the rest of the team. Lorenzo as well, looking for the roar. It's back up onto Helix, but can't quite get the cast off. Helix back into the jungle, looking for a courier. Whole City blinking in, looking for Helix. Can't quite find him. Still, the axe is connecting. There's the roar right before the roll can come through.
Whoa. There he goes. Man, this Phantom Strike cast range is really something.
Wait, what is it? Like holy shit, dude. Wait, isn't that a talent, though? Yeah. Plus 300.
Yeah. I think it finally caught PA up to what a lot of carries were used to in terms of this, like, mobility spell a lot of them have. This is kind of, you know, the baseline amount.
Well, the game slows down again. We have a 6k gold lead for Polar Ass, looking for that 2-0 here. Lars blinking forward does find a hawk, an eagle. Technically, I think that's actually an eagle.
Oh, Lorenzo finds the Weaver item.
Wait, what? Dive bomb is a thing for the hawk? Since when?
Oh yeah, it's the shard.
What?
Yeah.
Channels for 1 second, revealing itself, and then flies towards the target enemy, dealing 175 damage, stunning them for 1 second. Wait, you can control the hawk too with the shard? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you get to control the hawks now, which is kind of sick.
And game. So it's like it used to be though, because you used to always be able to do that. The jump in as well as the E-Blade pop. That whole City of Lars on top with the Requiem of Souls, cleaning everybody up too. Gone. There's a buyback from the Phoenix as well. Running forward is Alaris with the spider legs. It's a 2-for-2 at the moment with the buyback for Polar Ass.
I need to learn Shadow Fiend. This hero looks sick.
400 gold.
I hope he buys the Arcane Link.
This is the Arcana, right? Isn't this Arcana like 6 years old at this point?
It's quite old, but it's still really good. It's probably like the Arcana that's held up best.
How old is this actually? He's only got 23 Shadow Rays combos, so it might just be a rare thing or something. But
I mean, hero hasn't really been good for a while, so
yeah, it's not played too often. But off into the trees, Alaris goes for the TP. It's gonna escape here, maybe lose a courier. Oh no, it's Invokers. Lorenzo up with MKB, SNY. I really have not been looking at items this game at all, but
PA has SNY, BKB, Battle Fury.
Eggs next to. I forgot what the eggs is on PA. Causes blood to have instant cast time and applies Dispel. Yeah, that's pretty legit. Sonagod jumping in on the Matyamon, goes for a couple of actors. Gets one crit, but not enough to kill. Sonagod getting turned on. There is Lifestealer jumping inside Matyamon to get him away scot-free. Roll as well, getting Tornado, but not quite dying afterwards. As the roll coming through from Helix, as well as the Ice Wall on top of Alaris. They have Alaris locked in. He doesn't have much of a save here. Doesn't have the ultimate either. Has the spider legs, but doesn't use it. He just turns around, goes for a couple races, gets a kill, but still dies. Trying to hit the egg here is the Lifestealer, but they get the stun. They get the egg off. Down goes Lorenzo, and they find Helix. It's a triple kill for Fatal Uno. They get the cleanup as well.
Really, really good egg positioning there. Really, the only hero that can hit there is the Lifestealer. The Beastmaster's holding up whoever was up here. I think it was Rubik or something.
Well, Rubik just gets tornadoed and was kind of caught in the middle of the fight there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fatal Uno, which is beautiful egg. Not a lot of ways for Lars to get outside of that. He had the spider legs the whole time. I just don't know if he didn't notice to get down to the cliff there. We get the blink in, you're all gone. Yeah, that's just Nika gaming, especially when you don't expect the Agnums to be up on Venge.
Yeah, he doesn't really care about dying, I guess, but I also don't think it's good to die.
No, it's totally fine. You just come back. That's it. And you respawn right at the illusion. I forgot about that part.
Very convenient. However,
XP earned by her illusion is given to her. It's literally just the hero. Like,
It is, yes. But consider this: you are paying for an item that works when you die. Just seems like a weird thing to rush.
I kind of disagree because it just allows you to swap more aggressively and just be like, yeah, I don't care if I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna come right back. Like,
there is that, yeah.
Like, it kind of becomes this hero that can play like a Clockwork or like a Tide, where you just jump into fights, not really caring about the consequences.
Yeah.
Cello running forward, though we do also have Aegis on PA now. Not too many items beyond what we discussed earlier, but this is Eggs coming very soon for the PA. Anytime Phantom Assassin gets a hero kill, her abilities are refreshed, reduced blur cooldown, and increased fade time to 0.75.
That's gonna be fast daggers and stuff.
Well, plus the Dispel is super nice. I think it's a strong Dispel.
Oh, really?
I don't know what kind of Dispel it is, actually. I don't think it actually says what type of Dispel it is, but I can look at it later. Sun God actually just dead here immediately. MKB up on Lorenzo, able to crit down to the PA as well, but Manjamanja's gone, and Lorenzo still trying to focus down this egg. Will turn and hit it. Does he have enough, though? No, he doesn't. Look at Soda God go for the crits. All the abilities refreshed. He's full HP, jumping way back to the tier 3 now. Requiem Souls doesn't come off in time. That's actually a deny somehow. Or no, it wasn't a deny. I saw it right above. It might have been a creep or something on top, but that's just going to be it.
This is looking pretty over.
And PA just drops all the items in the base. Wait, can they cancel it? Can they cancel it? Why would he do that? Okay, they didn't cancel it.
Yeah, even if
dude, that's
you know they took PA's items, I think the game's still over. The engine's done.
I don't know, that's a buyback on the Shadow Fiend. I think with PA being gone, you could still fight here. Especially, I think PA with 0 items, like...
Oh, yeah. It's an Overwatch report. Jeez. Highly toxic game ends in a very sharp way. Just two clean team fight wins.
Look at that little net worth swing at the end, too, where you just see his...
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Like, tips a little bit back. It's like, oh, guys, we can do it. No.
PA from first to last in the last second there. Literally a 16,000 gold. Anyway, about as BM as it gets with the Beastmaster in here too, but I don't know if it's just like Lifestealer doesn't have that high of an impact until he gets 6 slotted, and at that point the game is just over. Seems pretty hard for Coconut to play this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe they needed more team fight from their other heroes. The SF did a lot. The Fear was great, but I don't know. The Pango, I think, maybe just got caught out a little too much.
Sure.
They had squishy heroes, and they had heroes to punish squishy heroes. I think that might be the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Anyway, T-Well going to pull her ass. 43-20 in game 1, I believe. Similar timing in game 1.
Well,
sorry, in game 2. Yeah, about a 30-minute game in game 1 as well. Polar ass taking the 2-0. Very nice for them. Zphyr has been joined in this cast. Hopefully more in the future. You need to sharpen up your Dota skills, of course.
I do. Oh, no, don't say that. I want to leave this game.
You should captain a couple of teams. That's what you
relax. Need to do. No. Don't even put that idea in my head. Don't even put it on admin.
The return.
No.
But yeah, that's it. Peace out.
All right.